What's up, everybody? It is hot. I know, it's hotter where you're at. This says almost 100. There's 100 in my vehicle. But you know what they say? They say even if you can only put in like half an hour on your project here and there. Really, dude? And you should do it because all those half an hours add up and you get stuff done. So what did I guess I have to watch the video I did last time, you guys. But so I got the transmission connectors all plugged in down there. I came over here and I installed the starter heat shield that I have. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I plugged in my starter, and now everything for the motor as far as wiring is plugged in. Let's see if I can get you a better shot of this cool starter heat shield. There we go. Look at that beauty. So that is a Holley. I don't know if it's Holley or Hooker or whatever, but it's from their website, and I ordered that when I ordered my exhaust because I figured maybe that's a good thing to have. So that is done. I did that during one of the evenings this week. And what else did I do? Oh, I got the power steering line figured out, I think. So this is the pressure line I pulled out of there. Oh, and I'm getting ready to upload you guys a video, if my poor laptop will handle it. Dude, this laptop is so painful for anything computer related. It's like 7 years old and it's so freaking slow and takes forever to do anything. I can't believe I'm struggling through with that thing. I should be buying that kind of stuff instead of car parts. Anyways, this was the power steering hose that was from the Nova, and it was too long. So what I did was I kind of figured out how long it was in one direction, how long it was in the other direction, and then I went to a Napa Auto Parts where they make lines for hydraulics, and they happen to have the right fittings, and I had them make a hose this length minus that section right there. And then I had them clock these, so this will sit down like this, and this will go to the pump end, and then I'm still going to use this adapter, so that'll go on the end of this to hook up to the metric pump. So now I just got to see if that fits. So I think I'm going to hook it up into the back of the pump first, which it needs to go back under there. It is kind of a pain to get to. So I will put the adapter on first and then thread it in. Maybe not. I'll put the adapter in first and then thread this in the adapter. And I'll show you when I'm done. I'll let you guys know if this worked out. But this was only $51 and some change to have this made. And I did price out building it at an AN line, and that probably would have been like over $100 because I would have had to buy some high pressure power steering hose and high pressure fittings that are like more pressure than the standard AN fittings. I don't know, but let me just do some work, I guess. Okay, I could not reach this back fitting right here to tighten it, so I had to loosen this, which was 4 long bolts and 1 short one. Pretty easy, but I'm just glad I did not put the radiator in yet because it would have gotten in the way. So I am going to finish tightening this fitting and put this back together, and then I'll be able to do the hose. So I'm glad that I didn't put the radiator in. I'm glad I didn't hook that in at first. So if you got really teeny hands and small wrenches, you can get that, but I don't. So it's just easier to pull this off. I'm gonna get it all back together in just a minute. Well, this hose can eat a fat ball sack. See how it's not clocked right? It's like this, and it needs to go down. Well, this hose doesn't twist. So I kind of effed myself on this one and got the clocking wrong, which means I can't freaking use this unless I bend this tip, and then I don't know if that's gonna compromise the sealing of it, which it probably will. And I don't want to take it off to freaking retry. I knew I should have bought AN fittings. All right, this is pissing me off. Taking a break. It's another day. I took some time off to gather my feelings and my emotions. And now I'm ready to get back at it, even though it is mega hot. But I got a fan right now. And this place is a mess. Let me catch you up. You already know what's going on. The steering hose did not fit. So I made this little deal on here to kind of show the angle that I needed to clock it the correct way. So I figured while I was at it, I was gonna have them make a hose that was an inch shorter and clocked the right way. So now I gotta see if my second attempt at this hose is gonna work. Let me try and put this on. Okay, stupid power hose is giving me, power steering hose is giving me grief, so I'm gonna tell you what I did next. I'm moving on. That's pissing me off. I don't even want to look at it anymore. So I pulled all my cluster apart because I needed to put this sticker on here for the overdrive transmission. So I got that on, and I noticed that when I had this apart, the needle was broke off of here. So what I did was I cut the tip of this straw and I super glued it here. So now I will have a indicator of what gear it's in, because that was broke. I don't know how it broke. I don't think I broke it because I didn't find any parts lying around. So as soon as that dries, I'm going to put this all back together. I did pull all these out and replace them with LEDs. So we'll see how that looks. So that's all done. LEDs, stickers on, needles on. Now I can put this all back together. This is just a little side thing I had to do. This I had to do right here because I want that to work right. So it's got the 4-speed. So let me put this back together now. Okay, dash is all back together. And you can't even tell what's going on with my shifter. Right on. Alright guys, power steering drama continues. The new one is about the right length and it's like right there, but I cannot seem to be able to get this thing started. And I sat there and I fuddled around with it forever and it pissed me off, so I got a box. But before I do that, let's go add another patch to the 4runner collection. In case you guys haven't seen this yet. Okay. That's my patch collection. We're getting into the back area here. Let's put this sucker right there. There. It looks upside down, sorry. There. Pretty soon the whole back is going to be filled. Well, not pretty soon. Maybe in a while. Anyways, let's open this box. What is all this? Okay, we got a bunch of intake parts. This should be the baggie I'm looking for. I'll show you guys the other stuff too. There we go. This is an Earl's high pressure power steering fitting. There's one of the ends to plug into the box. And hold on. Another end to plug into this steering pump. Or let's see. That goes into the, hold on. That goes into the back of the pump. This goes into the steering box. And then two high pressure 90 fittings. These are high pressure because they don't swivel. They're 90s, but they don't swivel. And let's see. This is the high pressure line. Let's get a look at this. Oh, it's cut that way, my bad. Oops, if I cut the right spot. So this is 8 feet of their high pressure line, -6. So I am going to make my own power steering line, and there should be enough left over for when I go to hydro brakes, because this is already set up with 2 returns. I don't know if you guys can see that, a return here and here. So I'm gonna have to plug one off for now, and then when I do the hydro brakes, I can use the other one. So this might be enough to actually get my hydro brakes done. But for now, there's all my fittings. Got to make my line. Might as well show you what else is in here. Oh, okay. This is all intake stuff for making my intake. Should probably just save this for another day. You know what? This is all intake parts. We'll look at this another day, because right now we need to focus on the power steering line, because my accessory is barely bolted on, and I want to get this pile done so I can call this done. So let's take this off, start building the line, and I'll show you in a second. Okay, one end is on. These are not hard to put on, but they are way beefier. Hold on, let me open this for you and show you. These are way beefier than the standard AN fittings. Like, this is just way heavier. I feel like these threads are longer. So, got this end done. I'm going to mock it in there so I know what length to cut this, because it's 8 feet. And then I will put on the other end and hopefully get it clocked right. Be back. Okay, this end is lightly bolted in to the accessory that's lightly bolted on. Now I need to bend it over this way, mark it with the tape. You guys can see that. Mark it with the tape, and then cut it to length. I want to make sure I leave enough slack in here that this hose clears the header. So I'm going to build a little bit of slack into it, like this. So let me get this marked with tape and cut it, and I'll show you in a sec. Okay, this is what I'm left with. Sorry. This hose right here. You can see how it compares to the one I had made. I got it a little bit shorter. So let's just test fit it. Okay, it is all done. There it is right there. Goes back there. Let's see if I can move this. So basically all I have to do is do the return line to, gosh, sorry, right here, and then plug off the other end. But that was really hard. Something that's seemingly easy like that literally took so many tries, so much time. Like if you didn't have that fitting lined up exactly perfect, it was not starting. I literally sat there and played with that for like 20 minutes trying to get that threads to start. It was really pissing me off, which was the problem I was having with these because I couldn't twist these ends. So on this one, I just kept on pulling it off, turning the end, fitting lines to hair each way until I was able to finally get it figured out perfectly. So that line's good to go. Pressure line's good. And it's a big hurdle. So now I'm going to tighten this up and get this on there, and then I just have to plug the other return. So let me see if I can get that done. I'm kind of burnt out already, even because it's like 100 degrees and like I'm dripping sweat. So let me see if I can get that knocked out so I can get that off my list. All done. Hooked up, blocked off. Power steering. Suck it. I don't like you. Get out of my life. I'm done with you. And I'm done with this for now. So, something more fun next time, I guess. Alright, thanks guys for watching. Appreciate it.